Hello, my name is Mike Ternoy, and I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis of the Phi Alpha Theta fraternity lawsuit that I was in at Stanford. I'm just going to give you a chronological explanation of what happened. There was an altercation on a beach in Santa Cruz. A lawyer told me that I would be disfigured for life, so I had to get a lawyer and try to sue because I thought my face was going to be disfigured for life. Um, it was very quiet and peaceful until one day I decided that I might want to transfer to Cal. I wasn't being harassed on campus in particular at all. Um, I actually lived in Miralie's dorm, and the persons involved in the altercation lived on the opposite side of the dorm, and we just ignored each other. We never even spoke to each other. We hadn't even spoke a single word to each other ever, not once ever. And so there was a giant social media construct around the event. In 2004, I was assaulted for some reason by another Phi Delta Theta fraternity member who came into a party, saw me, and jumped on me. And his name was Will, and he had a Korean girlfriend. It was broken up by members of, let's just say, the Stanford Daily. We'll say that for now. What was shocking about the event wasn't the students involved, they had all chilled out, but it was the way the administration handled it. They wanted to seem like they didn't care about the matter. They really cared about the matter. I was over at CAPS once, burnt out. I was just burnt out. I had students taking notes for me in class, which was nice, but all of a sudden, Gil Pritchard heard that I wanted to transfer to Cal because I wanted to transfer to Cal because I wanted to have a better social life. And she went and told James Montoya and Mark Waste that, and they invaded my sessions at CAPS. And they started to offer me things like housing. Um, if I couldn't transfer to Cal, they offered me really nice housing, and that's how I got 6 years of housing at Stanford. Anywhere I wanted to live, I could live and transfer all over the place. But they didn't like this idea because students started to notice it, I guess, that I was getting some favoritism. So when they stuck me in the housing, they stuck me in high risk housing. They put me in Terradorm next to the best friend of the person I was suing. And they kept doing that. They put me in dorms that were high risk. They put a methamphetamine addict across the hall from the person I was suing. So he came up to me at the coffee house and asked me about the lawsuit and the settlements and tried to get, they tried to tamper with the settlement. Yeah. So there's a lot that was going on. They put students in high risk after they put me in a very high risk housing situation after the case settled. But it's very important to know. They wanted people to get kicked out. They let me get harassed, but didn't say anything. They wanted it to be recorded differently. I told my resident dean I was being harassed by a methamphetamine addict that lived across the hall from the person that I had to sue. They reported nothing. That's illegal. That's perjury. It's fraud. It's insurance fraud. When I was harassed, I would bring students into Mark Wace's office. He would scare them off by telling them things about the therapy sessions he invaded at CAPS. He would make stories up that weren't even true. To this day, the person that harassed me at Stanford and got me in trouble is actually institutionalized for life because they're a methamphetamine addict and they tried to kill their own dad. None of this was reported in the HIPAA violations and the excuses for HIPAA violations that Stanford used to decimate my reputation at my local high school. They took away my security and let me get harassed and then reported it as depression. And now today, as a result, because of old medical history, I have been disfigured. all of this.